Hi guys, I've been using a planner for like years now. I remember in college I was wanting to be like one of those planner girls and it never happened, but in adulthood it finally did. And I just had to make a planner work for me. And I wanted to share with you guys how I made a planner work for me because planning can be hard, but now I plan slash journal every single day. Some days I will miss, but most of the time I don't. And if I do miss, I'll sometimes just type it out on my phone just so I can put it back into the planner. But I like to track different things. So I kind of like to do a summary of what I did that day. So like, oh, what were you doing on January 22nd, 2022? I could just go grab my 2022 journal and I can tell you exactly what I was doing that day. Is that a little bit much? Maybe, but I enjoy it and I like to just remember things because I know, me personally, I have a bad memory and I am thankful for all of my planners that have that. So I do know that I have to get a planner that has like enough space because if not, I can't journal, and that's why I got a B5 this year because I'm journaling all the time and I'm like writing also like my thoughts down and my feelings down. But I like to set up my planners where I like write about the day and then I have 3 lines if you've noticed them. And the 3 lines will be like where I was that day, just like where I could just put like, oh, I was at PetSmart that day or something. Or I was just at home. I didn't go anywhere. And then I had what I ate for dinner. I don't know. I like to track that. And then I have what book I was reading that day. And those are the 3 things that I like to track every single day. So I put 3 lines on my planner on that day. That, you know what I'm saying? And another thing that I like to track is I have a daily habit tracker. And like, let's say like I have to read where I want to read 50 pages. I have where I want to do 8 cups of water. I have where I want to embroider that day. Like, it doesn't have to be anything serious. Like, oh, I want to try to incorporate embroidery into my schedule every single day. And I mark off what I did that day. However, some days I will not mark anything off, while other days I'll mark everything off. But most of the time, at least 1 or 2 is checked. I'm going to be real. It's okay to be real. You don't have to check mark all of those. I know that maybe at first you want to. I can't even remember. I've been doing that for, again, like years now. I've had a habit tracker for a very long time. And so if I don't do it all, I'm okay. It doesn't bother me. However, I know people are different with that. So that was also something I wanted to track. So I added that to my planner. I actually make stickers and I have a sticker of that. To-do list, I love to-do list. And the planner that I have now has a to-do list, a work to-do list, and personal reminders. And I love having all those different sections because I love a list. Do I mark everything off of those lists? No, I don't. Sometimes I do. It feels nice. Sometimes an item from last week will go to the next week. And sometimes the next week. I'm not gonna lie. Again, just being real there. But then there's normally like a note section in your planner. And that I do. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I like to track things. I'm sorry, I'm a tracker. What can I say? I have like 7 different trackers, a year at a glance. And I print those out and I put them into my planner. And I track like my mood. And I'll have like different things for that and color code it. And then I'll track like, oh, this was last year. I have my rate my day and my wellness. I track 7 different things, like I said. And I also track like the weather, pages I read, just stuff that I care about. And for this, I rate my day 1 through 5. And then for the wellness, I have sick, tired, productive, existing, or okay. That I've been doing, I think this year will be my 3rd year doing it, so I haven't been doing that. I mean, I have been. That's a lot of days doing that, where I track all of those. I even track my anxiety levels. That's fun. And my period, of course, because, yeah. And the pages I read are a little different to this year because I didn't read as much as I wanted to last year, and that's okay. But I have my pages down. Like I had it like maybe like 50 pages at a time, and now it's like 30 pages at a time because it's like I don't really get to that anymore. But I do that every single day too. Like if you want to track something, you should, and if you don't want to do it because it's not your thing, then don't do it. But let's see. Oh, and then I have a gratitude log, which I'm very thankful for. Every month I have something that I'm grateful for that day. Like something that happened that made me really happy, a memory, a moment, just something that made me just feel the feelings, especially whenever I had like a 1 day or a 2 day, like I really need that, you know? And it's nice to go back on that and see like, oh, this is what I was thankful for here. And it's like, wow, something can be so different from like this January to last January, and just seeing where you are there. So yeah, that's basically it, how I track and how I plan. That's basically it. That's how I plan and journal. I do it both. And that's the system that has worked for me for such a long time, and I would recommend it if that's kind of your thing. If not, also okay. So yeah, just set up your planner however it works for you. And I would answer any questions that you have, and just let me know. But also, I wanted to put this week's in here as well. I'll put some pictures of it. I'm very happy with it. And you see how much I write. A lot. I love to write. But I did a cookie theme, and wasn't it so cute? And I love my mug. I love my bag of cookies, and then I just have like, the 2 cookies that are together. I love it so much. It makes me happy. And I wanted to share with you the positive affirmation for this week. Is doing little by little is still progress toward your goal. And my pathway focus was content creation. So I'm doing that at least. Wednesday, I did all of my daily habit trackers. So that's awesome. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you.